All right. Thanks, Jennifer, for helping us with the Windows team work that we're doing. Can you please introduce yourself and say what you teach here at Miami Valley?
Sure. I'm Jennifer George, and I teach kindergarten.
Great. Well, the question we're looking into is, how do you engineer an environment that fosters the elements of the foundation gear? And the foundation gear includes thoughts like safety, knowledge, guidance, collaboration, trust, and opportunity.
Okay. I think one of the most important things for the age that I teach is safety and trust. When children begin in kindergarten, I think that a pace and an atmosphere that isn't rushed and hurried is so important. Children need opportunity to explore and question and time to think and process. So at the beginning of the year, I always make sure that I've set my room and the activity in a manner where children really have the time that they need. And I think then coming back and sitting and talking about their experiences and being able to share really helps children feel that their time spent in my room is worthwhile to them and meaningful. And it really sets up a community where children are able to express themselves and be great listeners, and therefore the community then is just set in a tone where people can share and listen in a thoughtful way and feel embraced. So that's very important.
Great. So that's the safety piece of that. Are there things that you do during the day that engender the safety? Or?
I think that our room is set up, especially in the morning. It's very routine. You come in, you hang your things in your cubby, you're greeted. Often it's a hug and a hello, and you go right off to our responsive classroom. We have the question, we have a tabletop, and then we have a child that's the helper that then leads the meeting. And because they know what's coming and they know what the expectations are, that safety is, they know what's coming. And I think that's so important for a child, especially of that age, to know. And then our meetings are set up in the same way each morning. It's led by the children. They've learned to lead. It took a while for them to now to know all the steps through that responsive classroom meeting, and the opportunity to be in charge and to be respectful to that child is also a great area of trust, because if there is a mistake made during our meeting or during the morning, it's okay, and it's handled in a manner where you can fix a mistake. And that's so important, to feel like, hey, we are going to make mistakes, and how do we go from there? What do we do? We do it the kindergarten way. We fix it, and we lead through example, and lots of opportunities to make a mistake and roll, and that's really important, or bounce, or whatever the word of the day might be with that. So I think just the idea that they know what's coming. There's a schedule. They read their schedule. They know what their expectations are, and then there's always that time for the reflection.
Great. Can you speak a little bit about collaboration and what that word means to you and how you use it?
We have so many opportunities to collaborate. This year, currently having a new teacher, everything that we do, we right now do together. So we'll sit and talk about a unit that might be coming up, and together look at what's been done and what we might do to change. Now this year is a little different because of having a new teacher. We've decided to kind of mostly roll with what we've done from last year, because she's learning, and but we're together talking quite a bit We collaborate during our 50-minute of reading group with the reading specialist, Kay. So at least once a week, we're talking about what's coming up, where the students are, pulling from her. I know we have a wonderful opportunity to work with our new science teacher, Melissa Waltz, and we've also together shared our thematic lessons through color. She's come in and enriched the classroom, and I was just in here hearing Nikki speak of this as well. But so if we are working on color words and color activities within the classroom, we're doing science experiments and expanding on activities that we've done in the science classroom as well. We have an opportunity to collaborate with middle school and upper school science teachers, and that is coming up in the winter and then into the spring with our restaurant. We've worked with Patty De La Telle at the beginning of the year, and we will continue to work with her during our restaurant unit. So collaboration is key. It enriches the teaching of our own, plus then the children have so many opportunities. We work every 6 days with a 5th grade buddy, so we're constantly talking with our 5th grade teachers and coming up with exciting activities that can expand our own kindergarten teaching. We've been doing a Me on the Map unit, and where it starts with learning of our own classroom, and then it expands to their house, and then to studying of our state, our country, our continents, and then kind of recognizing our place in space. And we've worked with our with technology pieces with 5th grade buddies, where they've come in with Chromebooks and iPads, and we've played games like State Stack and Google Earth activities. So again, very valuable working with other teachers.
I noticed you mentioned the word opportunity a lot with the word collaboration.
Right.
Are there moments of opportunity, not necessarily with other teachers, but in a day?
Well, constantly in kindergarten, it's all about opportunity. Anytime we're working, it's an opportunity to expand and go with the current question that maybe someone has raised. We have opportunity where a mistake is made, and we learn from it, and we, might change the course of an activity that we thought we might do because someone has decided a wonderful, they've raised a question and the other children are interested in it. So daily we are modifying, adjusting, looking at how we move forward, and I think that's so valuable to be able to be very flexible and be able to go when an opportunity rises, which again, like we said, is daily. And sometimes it's just a mistake, a spill, maybe where a child has done something to another friend, and an opportunity to learn how that friend feels and to reflect on it, and to learn to fill the bucket, which is the word that we use, and help that child through a situation. So yeah.
How about this idea of guidance?
Well, personally, I feel that as we present material, and it starts with the teacher being the one that is there fostering the learning, and the way that a child learns, it's important to be thinking a couple steps ahead when we present something, sharing it through different techniques like music, smells, food, touch, being able to create and grow, having meaning, always reflecting back to the child. So when you are presenting something and you are the one that is fostering the learning, I think that you need to be able to think about sharing something in many different ways. Then you step back and the children get to go, and that's really the fun part, I think, for me. Then as the child is trying and maybe working independently or having an opportunity to work with a friend or in a group, often then we use the word, they become the expert. And the expert in the room might then share with another friend their technique. And I think that's very valuable to know that each child, as they go through an activity, a center, or maybe a lesson, learns, and then they get an opportunity to guide or share their learning.
Great, excellent.